Hey, welcome back, you bees, to another video here on the channel. How are you all doing? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. We're back in another mod spotlight, and this is one of my favorite mods. I've been using it for a couple of years now, and I've never made a video on it, so I thought, what a perfect time to do it than now. Welcome to the awesome teleporter mod. Now, this mod allows you to bring in teleporters into Ark, which are not tech teleporters, so they're a lot cheaper to make. They don't need power. It's a lot easier to run. And allows you to teleport from a device like this. It just looks like a reskinned C4 explosive remote, which, I mean, I like. I'm fine with that. And it also adds dino trackers in here as well as like an add-on. Now, this mod is a pretty small mod, but very simple, very awesome. Before we get into that video, though, how are you all doing, guys? If you're having a fantastic day, if you are, make sure to like button, subscribe to become a human being. 91% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, let's get into this. So the awesome teleporter mod you can learn straight away. So once you've installed it, it'll go appear here, and this is everything in the awesome teleporter mod. So you've got the awesome teleporter, which is the pad that you'll put down that will allow you to teleport, and that costs cementing paste crystal, electronics, metal ingots, and polymer. You then need a awesome remote if you want to teleport from not the pads, but if you want to teleport from anywhere to the pads, you're going to need this awesome teleport remote, which is 15 cement, 10 crystal, 50 electronics, 10 metal, and 10 polymer. Very cool. So you got to be a little bit into the game. Obviously, kill some tech creatures to get the electronics. The polymer and the cemented paste should be quite easy to get early on in the game. And then you got the awesome dino tracker, which will allow you to track dinos from your remote. And as you can see, this is just one cemented paste, cooked prime meat, crystal electronics, and a metal ingot. So let's go through them all. First of all, we have the awesome teleporter, which you could just, once you've crafted, place down anywhere. It doesn't need a foundation. It can be on the floor as well, which is really cool. Now, if I remember correctly, this will also retrieve the items within a dino, which we'll test momentarily. You can find dinos using the find dino. Obviously, you can teleport, because that's what it is. And you got demolish, pick up, rename, accessories, and then you got settings. So settings, you can change the size. So if you turn it to large, it will create a bigger bubble, and any creatures that are in that bubble will be teleported with you. Obviously, I always keep that on small. And then privacy, so you can allow it so it's just you, or you can have it private with your allies, so anyone allied to your clan. Public, so anybody can use a teleporter, or admin public. So if admin set the teleporter up, put it as admin public, anyone can use it, but you can't change settings on it. You've also got some admin utilities here if you're on the owner of the server, so you can destroy all teleporters, destroy non-admin teleporters, destroy all saddle teleporters, snap teleporters, dino trackers, and spawn teleporters from the save file. So I mean, that's just a little bit if it gets out of hand and everyone's putting stuff everywhere. You got a nice little utility right there. You can also set it to be players and dinos, players only, or dinos only, which is pretty cool. You can customize this a fair bit. Okay, so I spotted some dodos. Let's try and do some testing right now. So we're going to chuck some of these in here, and we're also going to get some stone and whatnot and chuck it into inventory. And now from my experience, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to, if this dodo dies, you can get these inventories back from the corpse collector. Sorry, dodo. Blah! Okay, so the dodo's dead, and as you can see, the items are in its inventory. Now, if we go to this, and we go to retrieve corpse, it did not work. Okay, so it must only be your corpses, but I'm pretty sure that I've been able to get my own corpses and creatures' corpses from this. Okay, so even though it didn't work with the dodo, if you die, you'll get your inventory back. But I have managed to somehow get saddles back using this before from creatures that I've been riding. So, I don't know, take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So then you've also got the teleporter. So if you go to teleport right now, anything within this bubble, so you can go to anywhere here. So these are the obelisks, but you can also set your own, which is pretty cool. We're just going to set down another one right now and put it over here. Bam. Okay, so then you can rename these. I recommend renaming these. So this is you can put it as home or metal resource or whatever. And then here, you can rename this one to be home or one or, you know, anything that you need it to be. Friend's house, whatever. Take your dodo or any creature. You come up to the teleporter. And then you just go teleport. And we want to go to number 2. As you can see, this is on small, so a small bubble will appear. That will teleport and land right here onto this teleporter. Pretty much instantly. Pretty cool. Sometimes it lags depending on what settings you're on and how big your world is and how big the save is. You also could do it with the remote. So anything that you've got around you, for example, we've got these right here. And we were just out and about. It's like, okay, well, I need to teleport home. You can click this and you have the exact same options. If you say click home, Anything within this bubble, again, will teleport with you back to home. And as you can see, bam, we're all here. Very cool. It's a very simple concept of teleportation. But also, you've got this added thing of trackers, which we'll go and do now. So what you do, you'll feed this to your dino, and you just have to feed it, so press E on it. It'll force feed it. We'll give this guy some new options, which is dino tracker. You can click on that, and you can unclaim personal owner. You can remove the tracker, or you can upload the dino. So uploading the dino will upload it to the obelisk, so which makes life so much easier if you're not at that if you don't want to drag everything to an obelisk, or you don't have a tech transmitter yet, you could just literally go bam, upload this, and that saves you that journey. So you've lost your dino, and as you can see now, that dino's got a little tracker on there. So like a Google, if you're on Google and use like a pin or something. Now, hello? Okay. Now you can go over to your teleporter and you can go to find dinos. And this will tell you the exact spot of your dino. So it will give you the exact coordinates, and you can teleport it back just like this. You can also click on this notification here. It'll give you a little bit of information about that dodo. So it will tell you the name and the color scheme and the levels, just in case you're missing quite a lot. So for example, if we go back over here now, we could do the same. So you're like, damn, where did I take my dino? You go into here and you go find dino. You're like, oh yeah, that's a dino I want. Click on it, bam, teleported you to this location. And it will stay in there all the time. I am going to try with a cryopod, so if you cryopod it up, it should keep the dino tracker within it because that is now attached to the creature. But let's just see, the Ark does like to break stuff like this. So we're going to chuck this guy out, and it has actually removed the tracker. So if you cryopod your creature, the tracker's gone. But in theory, you don't need to cryopod a creature because you've got all the stuff that you need right here. Okay, so we chucked another tracker into this guy. As you can see, we've got the dino tracker on. Now I'm going to show you doing it with your remote. So before you go left click, and it will take you to the map view where you can show where all your stuff are, and you could be like, okay, yeah, we would teleport to them. Well, you can do this with the right click. You can get up your dino location spot, and you can just click on the dino and it'll teleport it straight to you. So in theory, you don't need to cryopod because you could just chuck all these in there for a pretty cheap price. I mean, these are like cemented paste, cut, crystal, electronic, and metal. Much cheaper than a cryopod, and all you gotta do is just chuck it in there, and then when you come over to your new spot, get your little remote out, or go to your teleporter and just be like, okay, yeah, I want that creature over here now. That would be good for now. And then use it to fight whatever you need to. There we go, guys. That is the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. That is the mod spotlight for the awesome teleporters. And I mean, this is my favorite one. This is one of my favorite mods. I've been using it for years on my single player series. And it's just, I'd be lost without it. Saves so much time. Get yourself one today. Thank you all for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you like button, subscribe to become a human being. And I'll see you next time. Have a fantastic day. Bye.